today's video we are going to be making some DIY Halloween decor, and I love Halloween. It makes me so happy. This video was so much fun to film, and I love how everything turned out. And if this is my first video that you're seeing, then hello, my name is Gillian. I'm so happy that you found my channel, and if you'd like to see more videos from me in the future, then all you have to do is click that subscribe button. So I think it's time that we get spooky and make some DIY Halloween decorations. Mwahaha.
Starting with this really creepy skull tower, which is so easy to make and definitely perfect for Halloween, the first thing you're going to need is some skulls. So just take 3 skulls, and I found mine in a craft store. Then what you'll need to do is glue the skulls on top of each other using hot glue. So just place the skulls on top of each other and hold them for a little bit while the glue dries. And you want to make sure that your tower is going up straight, so it's not a leaning tower of skulls. And then what we are going to need is 2 pot bases, and I just found these at a flower shop. So just go ahead and take one of the bases and flip it upside down, and this is going to be the bottom of our tower, and apply some glue to it, and then stick the tower on top of the pot. Then taking the other pot base, we're going to stick this on top of the tower. So just apply some glue to the bottom of this pot base, and then stick it to the head of the top of the skull. It looks like a little hat. And then let this dry, and then it's time to spray paint it. And you can spray paint this whatever color you like, but I just went with a matte black because I thought it looked the coolest. And you can use this for whatever you like. I put a skull on top of mine. I don't think it's steady enough to hold a candle. It's a bit wobbly, so I don't think I'd use it for that. But it just looks so creepy and awesome. Now for this blood pillow, which was so fun to make, the first thing you're going to need is a pillowcase, and I went with this white pillowcase. And then you're going to need some red paint, and then just begin painting your hand, and this tickles a little bit and it's so much fun. And then so just paint your hand, and then what you're going to want to do is press your hand down evenly on the pillowcase, and then just repeat it for the other hand. And then I felt like the pillowcase needed something a little bit extra, so I took it outside and took some extra paint and just flicked it at the pillow to look like a blood splatters, and I think it turned out really well, and it was super effective. And then I just put a pillow inside, and it was super creepy and awesome looking. Now for this monster eyes wreath, which is kind of cute and kind of creepy, the first thing you're going to need is a foam wreath, which you can just find at the craft store. Then taking some black feather boas, just begin wrapping the feather boas around the wreath, and I just secured mine with some hot glue. Now for the eyes, you can either use ping pong balls, or I found these foam balls at the craft store, and then just begin sticking them all over the wreath so that they look like eyes poking out of the feathers. And then once you've stuck them on, you can just take some googly eyes and stick them on as well, and then you have this creepy monster eye wreath, which is so cute, and I love how easy this was to make. Now for my favorite, which is these blood window clings, and I got a bit carried away and I made so many of these because they were so much fun to make. The first thing you're going to need to do is cover a board with some cling wrap and make sure it's really smooth. Then taking some glue, some non-toxic glue, begin placing it on your hand, and this tickled as well. And then just coat your hand in glue, and then what you want to do is carefully place your hand down on the cling wrap so that you leave a hand glue print. And then I just repeated it with a few other hands, and then just go in with some extra glue just to make it a little bit thicker. And then just let these dry, and then once they're dry, you're going to need to take more glue and then some red paint, and to make it look a bit more of a blood color, just add some blue paint and mix it all together, and then go ahead and paint over the handprints. And I also added some little spots of glue just so that it would look like little splatters of blood when I stuck it on the window. And then just let these dry, and then once they're dry, you can just pull them off the cling wrap and stick them to your mirror or your window, and they look super creepy and super perfect for Halloween. Now for this really spooky web pillow, the first thing you're going to need is some 3D fabric paint, and I found mine at the craft store. And then just taking a pillowcase, just begin drawing lines out from the center of the pillowcase all the way to the edge, and you can see what I'm doing there if I was terrible at explaining it. And then just go around and make little lines in between the other lines so that it looks like a web. And I know that explanation was probably terrible, but hopefully seeing what I'm doing is making more sense. And then that is it for this pillow. I love how easy this was to make. It was so quick, and I love how it looks on my bed. Now for these creepy crawly spiders, because you can't have Halloween without fake spiders, the first thing you're going to need is some black wire. So just cut the wire into 4 30cm lengths, and I just used a ruler to do this. Then begin twisting 2 of the pieces of wire together in the middle, and then repeat this to the 2 other pieces as well, and then you will have something that looks like that. And then just go ahead and glue these together with some hot glue so that they won't separate. Then start bending all the pieces of wire up in the same direction. It's already starting to look like a spider. And then just go ahead and fold those pieces of wire back on each other so he has these long, creepy, spooky legs. Okay, so now this spider needs a head and a body, so just go ahead and glue 2 pom-poms together, and then you can use whatever you think would look good for the eyes. You could use beads or sequins, or I use these little red rhinestones, so just stick them to the head, and then just go ahead and stick the body onto the legs, and then you have these really adorable, creepy, crawly spiders.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will speak to you guys next time. Bye!